better. Let's see if I have that. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Moments with Micah. I am your host, Micah. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Micah-Jamal. Also on Facebook, Micah-Jamal Level. Follow us also on Snapchat at I the Greatest and subscribe to our YouTube channel here by clicking the subscription button below. I am Micah-Jamal. So I'm gonna give you guys a second. Go ahead, share the video. We're also gonna give out a cash app today because I'm feeling generous. We're gonna give out 2 today. So go ahead and share the video because I'm gonna go through the shares and pick 3 people to give out cash apps. Today we're gonna talk about this new stimulus check. And remember, if you are on your way to file your taxes, stop. Do not go file them just yet. Give them about a week or 2, then go file your taxes. And I'm going to explain to you why I say that and the benefit you're going to have. Because if you already filed your taxes like I did, because I tried to be ahead of the game, you have to go back and amend your taxes if you fall on a couple of categories that fell under this bill in order for you to get more money with your refund. This is not to debate whether one side is right, one side is wrong. This is to give information on what just was passed and how you guys can capitalize on everything that you have going on. I don't care if you don't like hand-me-outs. We are under the Biden administration, so my thing is they're going to give you money. Go get your money. I'm here to help you get that. I don't even qualify for the next stimulus, so I don't give a dang. But I want you to get all the money that you can get. So go ahead. I'm going to take a couple more seconds to wait till more people get in. Thank you for YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for coming in. Thank you, baby. And hey, Edwin, how you doing, man? I'm going to give you guys about 30 more seconds to share the video, invite your friends in, and then we're going to dive in. One quick note, because this is my show. Go ahead, even if you're not in the Atlanta area, you should go ahead and text 71441, and I will show you this. So let me get off the screen. I'm excited about that. So let's dive in. So this is what we can expect from the stimulus. I'll give you a rundown, and then I'm going to break down to you guys about the $1,400, who's going to be eligible for it. I'm also going to break down unemployment, and then I'm going to break down why you should not file your taxes just yet. And then we're going to talk about the assistance, the rental assistance, and also the utility assistance that some people can get up to 12 months of assistance for rental and also utilities. Let me see. Okay, so if you have already done your taxes, I'm going to tell you what you need to do if you fall under the category to go back and amend your taxes. Okay, why don't you qualify? Because you have to. So I'll get to that in a second, and I'm gonna try not to answer you guys' questions to the end, so people who need to get back to work can get back to work. So this is the things that we'll find in the $1.9 trillion bill that it really doesn't matter, but for ones you guys want to know, I'm going to tell you, and then we'll get to specific. You will get the minimum wage for $15 was cut out, $350 billion for state and local, $195 billion go to state, $120 billion go to city and counties. $20 billion will go to tribes, $4.5 billion to U.S. territories, and the remainder will be for the COVID projects. PPP loan, $7 billion. Bar and restaurant. So if you have a bar or a restaurant, they allocated $20 billion just for you. If you own food stamp on the SNAP program, 15% increase will go into September. $20 billion extra dollars to back rent and utilities, and we'll talk about that in a second. Homeowners, $10 billion. Homeless, $5 billion. The eviction, they are going to stop eviction until September. K through 12, $130 billion. $40 billion for college. $30 billion for child care. And if you're working in child care, if you're a janitor at a daycare, if you're a bus driver at a daycare, if you're a teacher at a daycare, you guys, your boss can go ahead, file for a grant, and it's going to pay you $1,000 directly to the employee. So please tell them to look into that. And $14 billion for vaccine, $47.8 for testing, tracing, $7.7 for healthcare, $20 billion for national vaccine, and blah, 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 blah. So let's get in it. Stimulus check. We are getting $1,400 per adult per dependent. So they went back to the drawing board and they said, listen, we're going to give you $1,400 for every child and every adult dependent. And a lot of people are asking, are prisoners getting this $1,400? Yes. Even if you're in jail, you can get the $1,400 stimulus check. So that's one thing. However, instead of phasing this stuff out to about $90 billion, if you made over $80,000 last year, you cannot get the stimulus. If you filed jointly with a spouse or partner and you guys together brought in $160,000, you cannot get a stimulus. Okay? So again, the stimulus will be $1,400 per person and also $1,400 per dependent, whether that's a child, a grandma, a mima, sister or brother, or uncle, whoever. If someone died after December 31st, they will still get a stimulus sent to their address or their bank account. So if you had someone to die in your family within the last week, I do apologize, but keep the bank accounts open, okay? Because they're going to get stimulus check sent to their bank account. Now, under the Trump administration, if you made $40,000 or less, you are not required to pay back if the government overpay you for stimulus. So don't worry about that. No, so that's a good question. You cannot get the stimulus or it will be reduced after 160. If you're $80,000 for a single or $160 for a couple, you cannot get a stimulus at all. They stopped it. that is different from what they did the last time. So 14 to 17 million Americans are no longer eligible for the stimulus check because it's a hard stop. It's a hard stop. Okay? How do you know if they overpaid you? You're going to know if they overpaid you. The first round was $1,200. The second round was what? 1,200, 600 or whatever, $600, and then this last money that they give you. Most people did not get overpaid. If you have a bunch of kids, that is when you need to worry about being overpaid. But if they did overpay you, of course they're going to contact you, but you're not going to be required to pay that back. Yes, it reduces at 150,000, then completely cut off at 160,000. I hate rich people. Hate on rich people. Hey, that's just what they're doing. Okay, so again, 14 to 17 million people are no longer eligible for the stimulus. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So if you guys want to send me some of your stimulus, levels to this ATL is my cash app, since most of us, well, some of us won't get anymore. Unemployment, $300. They wanted to do $400, but they rolled it back and said we're going to give them $300 leading all the way up to the first weekend of September. Now, yes, Congress have already started working on the next stimulus package. I know this one is not passed yet. This one is not passed just yet, but they're already working on the next stimulus package for September. So their whole thing is they do not want what happened last year to ever happen again. That is a gap. They are saying that it's going to be anywhere from $3 to $4 trillion in order to take us from here back to where we were. This is only 1.9 trillion. So you still got anywhere from 1.1 to $2.1 trillion left to give out. So they're looking at that as well. Next, if you have a child between the age 0 to 6, you will get a $3,600 tax credit. 6 through 17, you will get a $3,000 tax credit. So what does that mean? This is not a tax deduction. This is a tax credit. So a credit is something that they go ahead and give you. So you're not paying taxes on this. Your taxes, this has nothing to do about how much taxes you're paying. This has everything to do with what the government is giving to you. So it's a tax credit. So they wanted to start sending out checks in July and send you a check every single month. And two, they reset $3,000 for a 6 to 17-year-old and that $3,600 from the 0 to 6-year-old. But the office who have to approve all of this stuff said, no. That word monthly cannot be in it. So they changed the word monthly to periodically, meaning it's up to Joe Biden and his administration how often they send you guys money. It can be $250 a month. It can be $500 a month. It can be a $2,000 check in July, and then they don't have to send you anything else. And then you have to claim it on your next year taxes. So that is unclear. They're not really trying to fight that right now. They just want that in the bill so they know they can send that money out. So that's what they're doing. So you will get that tax credit, $3,600 for every child you have from 0 to 6, and $3,000 for every dependent you have from 6 to 17. The question is how you would get that money. And they have not figured that out yet. We just know it will start going down in July, and it will end however they want to do it. Now, technically, they can send you guys out the checks every month, but they could not put that in the bill. Okay? So that is that. Lastly, and then I will start answering your questions. So 3,600. So 6 and below. will be 3,600. 7, no, excuse me. 6 and below is 3,600, and 7 and above is 3,000, I believe. Is the economy going to remain stable enough to cover these amounts? I will answer this question like this. You have enough money that we will borrow in order to pay for this. This is going to go out for just 1 second, guys. You have enough money for us to borrow to pay for this. Okay? All right. So the last thing we need to talk about, and then I will answer your question. Well, 2 more things. So let me do this first. When it comes to the rental assistance, if you need rental assistance, it's a few qualifications, not hard qualification, but a few qualifications that you're going to need. 1, at least one person in your household has to be eligible for unemployment, or with a written sworn statement, you have to attest that you have lost income because of the pandemic. So even if someone in your house is not eligible for unemployment, you can still get rental assistance if you attest in written form that you have lost wages because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Listen, once you submit that document, please be honest, because they can pull that document and you can be jailed for lying. So if you lost wages, but the caveat to this, they never said how much you have to lose or had to have lost. So let's say you made $50,000 in 2018. Then you made $49,000 in 2020. You lost wages. Okay? So you have to look at that. Okay? You will need to also, you can demonstrate that you are at risk to become homeless, or you are in the middle or been threatened with eviction. Okay? In addition, your income cannot exceed 80% of the median income of your city, of your county, of your surrounding. Meaning, if you are in a city and the median income is $100,000, if you made $80,000 or less, you are good. Okay? The issue with this, though, guys, and I think the government needs to go back and revisit this, but they did not in this bill. But the issue with this, you do not go to the government and say, hey, let me go online and fill out a form. You don't do that. So they send the money to local and state and also non-for-profit. Be aware, there's a lot of scammers out there. So what they are doing is applying for the 12 months for you, giving you 2 months worth, and pocketing the 10 months. So if you're going to go out and seek help, go to your local HUD. You can do this through HUD, housing development. You can go through your local department of, I know it sounds stupid, but Department of Health. So if you are on Medicaid or Medicare or the Ryan Wright program, go to your Department of Health in your local county and tell them I need assistance. Now, if you're living in an apartment complex, you can also go down to your office because you owe them money. They want their money. The same way if it's a mortgage. You can go to these places and they can help you with your mortgage. I wish the government would and I don't like big government, but at this point, I believe the government should have took over because you have a lot of scammers. This is and let me pull this up too as well. If you guys have not, please go get you this form straight from the CDC. If you are living in an apartment or a house that you're renting from and you have issues paying your bill or your rent, please go and get you an eviction paper. This is the halt eviction to prevent further spread of COVID-19. Only thing you have to do is go fill this out by signing at the bottom. If you are not expected to make over $99,000 this year, go and get this. This will prevent your landlord from evicting you from your home or from your apartment, your place of residence. Go get it. Okay, I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to post it so you guys can have it. There you go. Make sure you go get it. Copy that link. Go get that. It will help you not to be evicted, okay? So that's one thing I want to show you guys. Next, here we go. If you already filed your taxes, I will talk to you in a second. But if you have not filed your taxes, this is why you don't need to file your taxes. Let me put this little plug in again before I move to there. Please text 71 after this. You can text 71441 and use text the short code DR Passion Groups. Okay? I'm doing a passion group starting Sunday. It's called Justice for Some. It's Sundays at 6:30 p.m. We're going to talk about everything that's going on. It just happened to be that the George Floyd trial is coming up. So it's going to be a hot topic for us on Sundays. We're going to interact with each other. We're going to be able to talk. There's going to be people from all over the country. And we're just going to come together for 1 hour. We're going to talk. And that's it. It's a 7-week program. All right, here we go. Congress have approved a $10,200 tax-free unemployment benefit. So if you received unemployment last year, I kept telling you, sorry, I thought I was on Sunday shows. I'm about to go off. I kept telling people, go get taxes taken out of your unemployment. Do not get your taxes taken out because you're going to have to pay that back. Go get your taxes taken out. Some of you guys listened, some of you did not. So for the ones who listen, you will see when you had your taxes taken out, you put in with the money that you worked for in the year, you saw your tax return go down. I understand that. I was upset. You was upset. We all was upset. But Congress has approved $10,200. Your first $10,200 of unemployment is not taxed, or excuse me, it's tax exempt, meaning the government cannot tax that $10,200. So for all the taxes you paid on that $10,200, the government have to repay you that money. For the ones of you who did not get the taxes taken out, and maybe you was getting a $3,000 or you was getting a $5,000 tax return, but when you put in your unemployment, it dropped to $3,000 or $2,000 because you didn't pay your tax. So you said, oh, whatever, and you done got your $2,000 back. You have to go now and amend your taxes. And you can go through your tax provider. If you did TurboTax, go through your TurboTax. Whoever you went through, you can go amend it, and the government will have to pay you back what they took. Okay? So your first $10,200 of unemployment is tax exempt. So please get on the phone today if you have filed your taxes and amend your taxes. If you have not filed your taxes and you receive unemployment, please wait about 2 weeks until Joe Biden signed it tonight and it can work its way through the IRS so you can go ahead and get your maximum amount of taxes now. Because once you amend taxes, they got to go then, and then they got to get approved. They got to go through with a fine-tooth comb because now you said, hey, I need my money. So they're really going to look at your tax. And you may not get it until about maybe 2-3 months. So if you're not filed your taxes yet, please wait about 2 months. Then go ahead and file your taxes so you can get that back. I don't care if you only got $5,000 in unemployment. Still, go ahead and do this so you can get your money. It's your money. You want it now. Get your money, man. Okay? So I'm going to go quickly over what I just talked about. If you have questions, drop them in the chat. I will answer them. Okay? So $1,400 per person. The filer will get it, and every dependent, if the dependent is a child or an adult, they will get the $1,400. Now, with the $1,400, it is safe from back payment. So if you owe money for child support, if you owe money to the IRS for state taxes or for federal taxes, they cannot take that $1,400 under this new bill. It is free. They cannot touch it. So rest assured you will get that, okay? If you're in prison, you can get your $1,400. Everybody with a social security number in America can get that $1,400. Now, that was the way that the GOP could get it that illegals cannot get a check. Because they added, you have to have social security. But they still open it up for everybody in jail. So if you made under $80,000 one person or $160,000 two person, you can get that, okay? $300 a week for unemployment. The first $10,200 of your unemployment is tax deductible. So go back and amend your taxes so you can get your money. Now, okay, because I don't know people pocket. So you can do that if you made under $150,000. If you made over $150,000, you can't go back and amend nothing. Okay, $3,600 for children 6 and below. $3,000 for children above 6. That is going to start going out to people in July. We don't know if they're going to send you a lump sum check or if they're going to send you $2,000 at first and nothing else until next year. We don't know. As soon as I figure that out and find it out, as soon as they tell us, I will let you know. So we got that. No minimum wage increase. But Bernie Sanders is working on it right now to increase. Side note, I asked my HR department, I said, listen, I make roughly $9-10 above what they're trying to pass as minimum wage to. So my question is, if minimum wage go up to $15, do I get additional $10 pay? Because I think that's what I deserve. If everybody else is going to be making $15, I need to be making $35. He told me no, but it is what it is. That's why I'm finding another job. Anyway, so PP loans. Please, guys, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, a Grubhub, you can go and apply for PPP loans. You can get these loans because you are a contractor. So there's money out there for you to get. Now, I will answer general questions, but for the ones of y'all who need me to actually do the legwork, you can hire me like everybody else do, but this is just to give you guys general answers to general questions. So please make sure if you know someone that's a Lyft driver, Uber driver, a Grubhub, Uber Eats, anything that they use their personal property and they don't get a W-2, they can go and apply. If you work for a non-for-profit like a church in their church office, most of them are not employees with a W-2. Most of them have a 1095. You can go and get a PPP loan. And if you can prove that it went towards your business, it will be a grant. What do you mean go towards my business? Car maintenance, gas, clothing, because you got to be clothed to go to work. So all these things and loopholes you guys can get into. So let me answer your questions if you guys have any questions, and I will go. Okay. So the form that I just gave the form that I just gave the CDC, it ends this month. They will post another one. You can follow that link and it goes to the CDC page. Hit CDC and it will give the new one. That isn't this month, but they're gonna do a new one that will go into March. I mean, go into September. So you can still follow that link. How do we copy the link on Facebook? After the video is over, go back and copy it. In the comments. Yes, I will repost this link again, guys. And remember, this particular one is in March because that is when the benefits run out. However, the same link will take you to the CDC website. When they post the new one, they should post it before the 14th because that's when the benefits runs out. They will post it before the 14th. Get on it, fill that out, submit it. You still will owe the money, but they cannot evict you. You still owe the money, but they cannot evict you. Now, you still owe the money, but then you can go and get help. If you go get help, they will pay it for you. Okay? I don't condone people living rent free. But hey, it's here. The government want to pay it for you, so take it. Okay? How do I get the paperwork from when I receive my unemployment? I can't go online at all and they don't answer. Shaking my head. You have to log on to your online portal. I will help you out, okay? I will help you out to try to log it on. Probably Thursday when you come over here. I will help you out, try to log on. You may have to get some other crap for them to do it. If not, you still got to just call until they answer, sadly. I mean, hey. But they should have sent it out as well. You should have received that like 2 months ago in the mail. They sent them out as well. Oh, wow. Yes, don't know what that oh wow is for, but got you. No problem. Hey guys, if you just joined on, I'm just answering questions. If you guys have any questions about different things, then I will answer them. Okay. All right, answer that. I answered that question as well. I'm dead. Yes, Edith, call Ray Ray and let Ray Ray know he got $1,400 coming. You cannot get the stimulus, or will it reduce after 160,000? Like I said, it's cut off. If it's a couple, it's a hard stop at $160,000. All right, we answered that question. Yep, she just saying the same thing I said. So there is a reduction, 150,000 to that 160. It's only a $10,000 gap, but it's a reduction. But once you top that 160, you're no longer qualified. Hating on rich people, hey. Yep. All right, so we did this. And I'm not here to debate when it comes to the economy and the positive or the negative effect that this is going to have. So that's why I didn't get so much into that, because it's a little scary, but I'm just here to give people the information that we have now. Sunday, I probably will talk about the danger that this is going to have on the economy in the long run, but it is here. Guys, listen, really quick. Good case in point, because I talked to my mom about this. With this money, if you are not in a bind and you're going to have money left over, get into the stock market. Invest in something. And you can only invest $20, $30, $100, $200, $1,000. Whatever you can invest, get into it. Because I was without a job and without any money for like 13 weeks this year. but I made enough investments in order to make everything work. Okay. Well, I don't even say without a job. We would just went from working 5 days a week to 3 days a week to me working every other week. Okay. But still, made enough money in investments. So make sure you are investing because it doesn't matter if the country shuts down. People are still going to get stuff. The hottest thing to invest in right now is CBD. CBD. Go invest in legalized marijuana because that market has been booming for the last. I know one thing that I got into. I don't know the code right now, but it was like $1 and something when I invest, and I got like, well, it was like $8, but $8 and something. But now it's up to like $33 stock. So make sure you guys are investing in something. If you need help with investment, I can get you started. I'm not an expert and a pro, but I can get you started. So you can definitely hire me and I can talk you through that. Okay. I can't have overtime anymore. I'll be damned. Right. We did that. We did that. Thank you. Thank you. Great information. Awesome. So informative. Thank you. If I didn't get the first two stimulus because I didn't meet requirements, but now I do, will I get the third? If you have filed your taxes, if you have filed your taxes before the day, you'll be able to get that third if you meet the requirement. I'm not sure. If you worked at all in 2018 and 2019, you should have got your stimulus. So if you already filed your taxes because you worked at all and you filed your taxes already this year, it should have been and if you haven't, that's fine. You can go ahead and file them, Michaela, but it's going to ask you, did you receive these stimulus? Put no so they can give you your stimulus. If you worked last year, you should get your stimulus. And it's going to ask you that on your taxes if you do your own. If you don't do your own, make sure you tell your tax preparer that you did not receive any stimulus. So they can answer no, and they are going to get you that money. And it's very simple. I had a few clients that got the first one, but then they get the second one, and they just added right onto their tax return, and they actually got it, I think, yesterday. So just let them know you didn't, and they will send that out to you. And my mother and father was an independent. Do they get it too? No. So let's just say hypothetically, you filed them as a dependent. You would get $1,400 for yourself, your mom, and your father, but they won't get it themselves. So they would technically still get the $1,400, but it will come to you or whoever filed them. So they will get it, but just not sent to them. That's how that works. Okay. What about filing as head of household? What do you mean about that? I'm not sure when you post that, so it may be something I said. I'm not sure, Janine. Let me know. Just tell me what you mean by that, and I'll answer that question. So I'm clear. The stimulus will not be sent out until July. No. The stimulus will be signed today by President Joe Biden. It will go out Monday. The first batch of stimulus will go out on Monday. It takes typically 5 days before the IRS can start sending payments out. You should start seeing payment hit account Monday at 12 o'clock. Okay? Now, a week after that is the first round of paper checks. The July date is only for the tax credit if you have a child under the age of 17. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Michaela, my parents claimed me the past few years. I got the last two on my tax this year. I finally got my return for 2020 already. I was just curious about this one. Yeah, you're good. As long as you already filed for this year, they're going to send it directly to you. They will send it directly to you. Now, hey, now, the caveat to this and what people don't understand, if you were in Michaela's shoes, she didn't file taxes for the previous year, okay, last year. But she filed taxes this year. Her parent claimed her the last couple of years. If her parents have not filed taxes yet, they will get stimulus for them, her two siblings, and Michaela. But Michaela will still get her own because she filed this year. So there's a lot of loopholes that you guys can get into. You just got to know how to finesse the system. I'm sorry, that is what it is. I wish that I knew half of the stuff that Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and Nancy knew before this year, so I could have paid $7 or $70 in taxes, and I could have got a big tax return back. But I didn't really think that I made that much money, so I really didn't care. But so if you are in a predicament that your child have work, let them file their taxes, but you wait to file your taxes. Because if you wait to file your taxes, the stimulus check will go based on your last year return. So you will get it for yourself and your dependent, which is your child. Your child will go ahead and file their taxes now, and they will be qualified for the $1,400 for themselves as well. You're getting for an extra $1,400 in essence. Okay. Yes, people are getting a lot of money. I called my sister. She got like 4 kids. I was like, baby, you remember when I let you hold money a long, long time ago when I was in high school? No, I don't think I was in like 8th grade. I need my money back. And she cussed me out and hung up the phone. But hey, who child? As long as Daddy Joe got me, my money this go around. Listen, you're good. You are good. Now, people, and I'm glad she said that this go around. Let me be clear about this. The last stimulus under the Trump administration, they put it in there that they have to send the money out before December the 31st. And they did not give the money, no. I think it was in January sometime. But if the money wasn't sent by then, you had to claim it on your taxes. This money, this stimulus, they have until December the 31st, 2021 to send out this stimulus check. So just be hopeful and be prayerful that you're not the one that got to wait the entire year to get it. So it's not saying that it's not coming, but the IRS have until December the 31st, 2021 to send out this stimulus. It can start as early as Monday, but they have to the end of the year. And if you don't get it by then, you have to do as a rebate again on your taxes next year. So be advised about that. Let me put that out there too. Yes, the 15th. Yes. I received mine way after the 15th. Okay. So way after that, I have to file it. I had to claim it. Because I just didn't get it. But it is what it is. But yeah, so as long as it was sent out by the 15th, it was going in your bank when they put it in your account, but they're good. Any other questions? Because I want to make sure that I answer your questions before. Any other question, you guys? And make sure you share this video so your family and friends can get informed. And let me see about this Cash App. Hold on. Let's see who I can bless on some good old Cash Apps. It is loading, guys. Let's see here. Nope, I need to share. Um, I don't see any other questions, so I'm just going to hit up this really quick. And if you guys have any other questions before I get off, let me know and I'll answer your questions. But let me see if I can pull up the shares and I can. All right, so the Cash App winners for tonight will be Sarah Jessup, Brandy Knight, and let's just do one more, and Jasmine Townsend. So if you guys, Sarah Jessup, Brandy Knight, Jasmine Townsend, go ahead, DM me token, just because I just feel like it, basically. Okay. So you guys have 24 hours to hit me up on with your Cash App, and I'll send that to you. God bless you. You guys stay safe out here in this pandemic. It's still going on. Hey, you guys stay safe. Catch me Sundays at 8 o'clock. Every Sunday at 8 o'clock right here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And sometimes we able to get on Instagram every Sunday at 8 p.m. We talk about the hot topics of politics, get you guys informed. And next month in April, we have entire series that's going to be really good. Going to be dealing with racism. We're going to be dealing with sexism. We're going to be dealing with homophobia. We're going to be dealing with the church versus the government. There's going to be a lot of special guests, and it's going to be dope. Really dope. Any other questions or any more concerns before we log off? Thank you guys for jumping on. I'll see you guys next time. All right, see you guys next time.